Hi. Today we're exploring the problem in the text for Proper 8, Year C. And we've got Luke 9, verses 51 to 62. When the days draw near for Jesus to be taken up, he set his face to go to Jerusalem, and he sent messengers ahead of him. On their way, they entered a village of the Samaritans to make ready for him. But they did not receive him, because his face was set toward Jerusalem. When his disciples, James and John, saw it, they said, "Lord, do you want us to command fire to come down from heaven and consume them?" But he turned and rebuked them. Then they went on to another village. As they were going along the road, someone said to him, "I will follow you wherever you go." And Jesus said to him, "Foxes have holes and birds have the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head." To another he said, "Follow me." But he said, "Lord, first let me go and bury my father." But Jesus said to him, "Let the dead bury their own dead. But as for you, go and proclaim the kingdom of God." Another said, "I will follow you, Lord, but let me first say farewell to those at my home." Jesus said to him, "No one puts a hand to the plow and looks back is fit for the kingdom of God." This is after Jesus sends the 12 out to heal and proclaim the good news, then feeds the multitudes, and then foretells his death, and then just after the transfiguration, after the disciples can't exorcise the demon out of a boy and argue about which of them is the greatest, right? All of this is in chapter 9, right before this. And then Jesus turns his face to Jerusalem. It is on. Two things we could look at in this text. One, the trip into Samaritan territory and the disciples looking to rain down fire. And two, how hard it is to be a disciple. Like how much sacrifice is involved. Honestly, it's all kind of connected. Now, obviously, the problem is the disciples looking to actively create a genocide event. There's no way to get around it. Also, this is James and John who just went with Peter up that mountain for the transfiguration. So they believe in the power of God. They've seen it. But instead of following Jesus or doing what Jesus does, i.e., heal people, they look to destroy people. The grace is not obvious in this one because this is a sort of what not to do episode of the Jesus show. It goes from, "Jesus, have you considered genocide?" to, "I know you want me to come with you now, but can we make a few stops first? It'll only take a few hours." What we have is this whole narrative in Luke that's built around following Jesus. And we have the upcoming parable of the Good Samaritan, that will upend James and John's genocidal ambitions. But what may be the most graceful part of this passage is the rebuke. James and John want to commit a little genocide. And Jesus is like, how about we not? And for us, we can see how the path Jesus is on is not about us versus them. It's actually an antidote to the evil of us versus them. James and John look terrible here. They look like crazy monsters. But let's get real. They are totally relatable. I mean, they are us. This is our immigration debates, or how easy patriotism can be drummed up for war, right? That little drummer boy starts laying down a fat beat, and next thing you know, we're chanting, USA, USA. Jesus' rebuke neutralizes two impulses: the zeal for us and the rage for them. Because we know that our job is not to kill our neighbors. It's to love our neighbors. See, I knew you'd get it. May God's grace be with you.